Hey guys, blessed Sunday. I have my blanket on me here. It's a little chilly in my room, so I just wanted to say welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are consistent and watch my videos, and welcome to any new subscribers or new people who may be coming across my page. My name is Tammy. I am a mother. I have 5 children, 4 that are still at home, and I am a practicing witch. I dabble in everything, so I don't have one specific, so I'm an eclectic witch. On my channel, I do witchy subscription unboxings, as well as unboxings for small businesses, you know, in the community, as well as if I order anything online from small businesses, you know, that offer tools and things like that for our practice. I do occasionally do tea unboxings. I have 2 places that I get teas from. One is from my lovely sister in the community, who has her tea business, which is called Take Charge Tea. And then I also order tea from David's Tea, who it's a Canadian company. They're based out of Montreal. We have 1 store left here in Ottawa. We actually did have numerous stores here in Ottawa, but unfortunately, like a lot of other businesses with COVID, they've had to pull out their tea business out of the greater of Ontario. So they kind of left 1, I believe, in like each place. So we have 1 here left in Ottawa. So I don't know, I'm pretty sure Toronto has 1 left, and kind of so on and so on. Tonight, I should say this evening, it is going on 6 o'clock here in Ottawa. I am going to be re-recording the crystal video on a few crystals here. And then I have a class a bit later this evening, and after that class I will be doing a video for winter solstice, just kind of talking about winter solstice and Yule and midwinter and stuff like that. So because we're, you know, kind of coming into the 2nd week of December. Last week was, you know, part of the 1st week of September, obviously, because I believe Wednesday was the 1st of December. So, but yeah. So the crystals that we're going to be talking about this evening is pink opal, honey calcite. I'm just looking at my notes here, guys. Sorry. Honey calcite, howlet, chevron amethyst, infinite, Ceradonix, rooted quartz, Prionite, Serpentine, Seraphinite, and flower agate. So I am just going to grab my laptop here because I have my notes on here. The one thing about premenopause, you lose your train of thought quite frequently sometimes. So, and just kind of lack of sleep. It doesn't take much. So I hit my foot on Wednesday, kind of like the top of my foot, because my foot was like this, and I hit it on something. I didn't think that I hit it that hard, and apparently I did, because Thursday I went to work, and Thursday was my closing shift, so I was at work till 9, and after about an hour or so into my shift, my left foot really started hurting, like kind of on top here and like in here and then just like in between the toes here. And I was like, geez, you know, like my foot is really hurting. Like, what the hell is going on? But like, whatever. I just kind of pushed through it, finished my shift. And but as like the night progressed and the ending of my shift came, like I was actually really struggling with my foot and walking. And so naturally, your body's natural instinct is to shift the weight. Unfortunately, on my right side, my right knee is the knee that has the arthritis starting. And here in Ottawa, the weather can't make up its mind if it wants to be like spring-like type weather or winter. And it's like literally one extreme to the other. It's either cold and then it goes back to kind of warm, or like warm but like wet and damp, you know, because it's been raining and just stuff like that. So my arthritis in my knee, my right knee was bothering me for a little bit. Not like significant, but now because my foot was hurting, my body just kind of naturally shifted that weight. So I was putting more pressure on my right leg. So my knee was really starting to hurt. And then I went to work Friday. I worked, you know, my usual 8.5 hour shift. And I was really, really struggling with my foot. But anyways, when I came back home the Thursday night, I came upstairs and like I, you know, kind of talked and checked in with everybody when I came home. And I came upstairs to get, you know, undressed and, you know, everything set up for bed and whatever. I took my sock off to see what was going on, and my second last toe was like black. It was purple and black. And then I had like bruising on top here of my foot, and there was some bruising starting on the bottom. And I didn't know what happened. I had actually completely forgot that I had hit my foot Wednesday. So I was like sitting here and I was like, what the hell did I do to my foot? Like I didn't hit my foot at work. And like I had to really, really think, like, you know, so like I checked to make sure like there wasn't like a piece of string or a hair or something that was like wrapped around my toe. Like there was nothing. So I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with my toe? And then I had to really sit and think. And then I remembered, I was like, oh shit, I hit my foot on Wednesday. I hit it. I have some blue clear kind of plastic containers about this big, about yay high. I have 3 of them kind of stacked up, and I have a box sitting on top of it, and that's actually what my tripod is sitting on with my ring light. And I also put my laptop up there at night when I'm watching something on my laptop. So I don't even remember what it was I was doing, how I came about to hitting my foot that way. Anyways, it took me a minute to remember that, yeah, bish, you hit your foot, remember? And I was like, oh my God, like I actually didn't think that I hit my foot that hard. Apparently I did. So obviously, you know, Friday rolled around because it's, you know, now the second day, so it hurt even more and there was more bruising. So now the other 2 toes, so it's literally the last 3 toes, now they're all bruised, and I also have a bruise on like half of my big toe, and there's bruising that was starting all like on the top of my foot here, and then all on the bottom of my foot, like just under my toes here was all bruised. And then obviously kind of coming down like this, the bruising, because you know how a bruise is, it kind of spreads out. And I was like, oh, so I was in so much pain on Friday. And then to top it all, you know, I started my moon cycle on top of it all. So I was just like in pain from the waist down. It was just, it has not been a very good couple of days. And then, you know, I went to work Saturday, obviously, which for me, Saturday is my Friday because I'm off Sunday, Mondays. And obviously, with the holidays coming, we're getting a lot more busier at work. And I was just like, I was so tired. I was so sore in so much pain. I actually wanted to record this Saturday when I came home from work, but I was just so tired. I was in so much pain. I came home and I ate because my husband made lasagna, and I went to bed. Like, I ate, I stayed up maybe for a half an hour after I ate, and I went to bed. I was like, I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm going to bed. So I came up here and I went to bed. So yeah, that's kind of how my week's been, you know. Yes. So we're recording it today at least. So as soon as I'm done recording it, I will put it up. Like I said, I do have a class that starts at 7:30. So if I can get it up before my class starts, perfect. If not, I'll put it up as soon as I'm done. Because I also have another video that I have to put up that I recorded on Tuesday, I believe. So, but yeah, on with the video. Enough rambling. All right. So the first crystal I have here, this is pink opal. Hopefully you guys can see. Let me see if I can adjust this light a bit. I unfortunately have to use my old phone to do the recording because my phone that I would normally use, now let me see if maybe I can put this on instead. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, y'all are just seeing my belly. Too bad. Let's see. Maybe. Let's see how this works. That's a bit better. All right. Sorry for the darkness, guys, but it's a little tricky with the light with this phone. Sometimes it gives off like a lot of glare. So this is pink opal. Very beautiful stone. So it's kind of has that pink and kind of gray. So pink opal can be used for the heart chakra. It's a common opal. It's generally, it's opaque. It doesn't show like the fire, you know, like other kind of opals, because there's a bunch of different types of opals, right? It ranges from a bright baby pink to like a pink, white, or cream, sometimes lavender. It it's also adopted the nickname as peppermint candy stone. So, which I thought was kind of interesting when I was reading up on it, um, just because of its resemblance to kind of peppermint candy, right? Um, Peru is the country that is known to have the brightest and the most impressive um, pink opal pieces. But it can be found in other like South American countries, US, and even Australia as well. Um, it's very important not to expose your opal to sunlight. So my previous videos, I have talked about that because there's a bunch of different ways of how you can cleanse your crystals, right? You can cleanse them in the sun, you can cleanse them in the moon, you can cleanse them in water, you can cleanse them in salt, you can cleanse them in a mixture of salt and water, you can smoke cleanse them, you can also crystal cleanse them. So selenite is a natural cleanser. So a lot of people will buy like a big selenite crystal bowl or like a big selenite slab. Um, and they'll actually put the crystals on that to cleanse them and charge them and stuff like that. So this is where I was saying with sun and water and salt, you have to be very careful because there are a lot of crystals that can get damaged in the sun. They can get damaged in water. They can actually become toxic and poisonous when they come in contact with water or salt. So, and like I said, sun can damage them. So, in all honesty, the safest way for me that I feel for cleansing crystals is, I'm just going to turn this up a bit. I don't like how dark my face is. There we go. Is either under the full moon, smoke cleansing, so you can use a smudge stick, you can use incense, anything like that. The idea is to get any negative energies or anything that has attached to the crystal, to take it to get it off and have like a fresh, clean slate. So then you would have to re-put your intention into the crystal and recharge it, and you know, that kind of thing. So smoke, moonlight, and the selenite, either bowls or plates. Use them as like a charging station. I personally don't use water or sun. The only time I will use water is if some of my moon water, depending on what my intention is for that particular moon water, I will put crystals in there that I know are safe. You know, so like clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, so with pink opal, if it's exposed to sunlight, there's water that is actually kind of embedded in this particular stone. So if it's exposed to sunlight, like direct sunlight, the crystal itself is going to become very dry and brittle, and it can potentially break. There's quite a few crystals actually that I have that are like that. So so be very careful with your crystals. Like, know your crystals and know their hardness and stuff like that. Like bumblebee jasper becomes very toxic. It's arsenic, so you're not supposed to handle it very often. Definitely do not expose it to water and stuff like that. So the properties for pink opal: emotional understanding, love and relationships, inner peace, peace of mind, selflessness, self-healing, trauma, stress relief, mastering fear, anxiety relief, sleep, calming and patience, wisdom, spiritual awakening, and sense of purpose. And the planet and element association is Earth. So the planet association is Earth. The element association is Earth and water. Um, it's just, uh, the hardness. It's a 5.5 to 6.5. Um, so, um, pink opal, it's a very powerful crystal when it comes in contact with one's heart. The stone, it activates and unlocks your heart chakra and imbues your aura with calming, tranquil vibrations. Um, it's a really good stone for someone to carry if they're struggling with any sadness, especially like a broken heart. Um, Pink opal will serve you really well, um, your body for emotional. Um, sorry, guys, I lost my place. As always, see what I mean. This is why I keep notes. Um, yeah, it'll serve your emotional body when it comes to breakup, loss of a loved one, or even distant relationships. Um, it pushes you to look within and strengthen your connection to your inner self. Um, let's see, I'm just trying to skim through because I don't want to kind of read everything that I have here. Um, so by strengthening this connection, we become stronger as individuals, which teaches us, we don't have to lean on our loved ones as much, and, we can actually rely on ourselves. Um, Pink opal also gives a sense of individuality while showing, just how strong you are and how strong your heart truly is. Um, so by turning inwards and beginning to work on like ourselves, emotional strain weighing on, our heart and our mind, they all kind of begin to fade away. Um, this particular variety of opal has also been referred to as a stone of spiritual awakening due to the powerful vibrations it exhibits. It assists in self healing of all levels and is here to rejuvenate your emotional body and your aura. Pink opal has been known to clean out one's your heart space and push it into acceptance of whatever is weighing down on us. So by being able to accept, like what has happened, only then, we can kind of move on and move forward, right? Pink opal is really is a really great stone for any child who has anxieties, fear, shyness, holding them back, from kind of starting their life, So when they're in school, if, they're really, really shy and they have a really hard time, kind of making friends or just talking to people, like other classmates, if it gives them a lot of anxiety doing that, this would be a really, really good stone for, your child or a child that you know. This particular stone also calms a child's mind and offers up vibrations to open the child's heart. A lot of young children are not aware that their hearts are closed off. A lot of adults aren't aware that their heart is closed off, for that matter. So this crystal can actually really help open up their heart space, and just kind of enjoy the beauty of their life and, you know, their journey and coming, you know, walking that path, right? Because they're so young, right? So they have so much ahead. You can also place a piece of pink opal under your child's pillow, or even you for that matter, if you suffer from constant nightmares or night terrors. The calming effects that pink opal exhibits will directly connect to your child's mind, and it'll offer them protection and endless rays of love. Um, so a lot of crystals have really good pairing where you pair specific crystals together, and they kind of work with each other. So pink opal works really well when used with other heart chakra stones such as green calcite, rose quartz, and garnet. Um, and Emerald is another really good heart chakra crystal as well. Um, Green calcite and rose quartz will help the opening of the heart and provide an abundance of love and joy and self-healing and happiness. Garnet will help provide strength your heart and body needs to fully accept, you know, like difficult situations that, you know, may come and begin, you know, to kind of move on from them. Garnet is it's going to push you in that right direction. It's going to force you to go in that right direction, and it's going to give you that kind of kick, that push in that right direction. And it gives you and exhibits like endless amounts of drive, focus, and determination. Garnet is actually my birthstone, so that is a little bit about the pink opal. It's very, very good crystal. I love it. That's actually my only piece of pink opal that I have. So the next one that we're going to talk about is honey calcite. And my daughter keeps threatening that she's going to take that chunk of honey calcite. She loves honey calcite. Alrighty. So honey calcite, they call it honey calcite because it literally looks like crystallized honey. It's also quite expensive crystal as well. But do you see what I mean? It literally looks like a chunk of like crystallized or frozen honey. This is actually my only piece of honey calcite. If you hear kind of like weird yelling in the background, that is my son. He is in his bedroom with his door closed, and I have my door closed. He's playing a video game with his friends online. It's very loud. I apologize ahead of time. Honey calcite is also known as golden or amber calcite. It comes from the Greek word calyx, I believe is how it's pronounced, meaning lime, and is one of the most abundant minerals on Earth. The most significant deposit for honey calcite is actually located in Mexico. So for honey calcite, the chakra roots it is associated with is third eye, sacral, and root chakra. The properties for honey calcite is grounding, growth, intention enhancement, inspiration, intuition, transformation, strength, focus, sense of purpose, self-discovery, self-discipline. Apparently I can't speak. Personal will, manifestation, creating your own reality, creativity, abundance, action, adventures, clarity, confidence, connection with nature, courage, and decisiveness. Um, the planets associated with honey calcite is Earth. The zodiac for this one is Cancer. Um, so some of the crystals I was able to find a zodiac correspondence with it, and some of them I wasn't able to. So that's why you'll hear me say a zodiac sign for some of them, and some of them I won't. The elements for this particular crystal is fire, wind, and earth. So let's see. So the minerals in this crystal resonates with the, like I said, the root chakra, solar chakra, and the third eye chakras, creating a powerful trisectra um, of personal will and creation. Um, the golden warmth, so like the warmth of this crystal is felt upon the first touch, providing the user with a link to Mother Earth's energy. It's a strong connection and is great for accomplishing high effort tasks and projects. So I got this crystal, this honey calcite crystal, in my sacral, um, my solar. Was it my? Yes, it was my solar plex chakra box. Um, I get a subscription box every month, and every other month, she releases a new chakra root. So this one came in the solar plex chakra, and when I took it out and held it, the charge that I felt from that crystal was amazing. Um, when our personal will is rooted, we're more inclined to push ourselves, to finish, whatever task it is that we're doing. Um, Obviously, the hardest part to do is to actually get started, which honey calcite encourages us to get up and to get started. And I can honestly say that when I got that crystal, like I cleansed it and charged it and stuff, it really, really gave me that push to really try and start, get the ball rolling, so to speak, right? Um, so, uh, yeah, so one of the things that you can do with this particular crystal is, which I found interesting when I was reading it, was, you can write out like some major challenges and problems on a piece of paper in front of you. Meditate with the honey calcite, either at your base or your third eye, envisioning golden rays um, of refreshing energy, just like the energy kind of radiating, um, from the honey calcite, to your entire like body, your being. Um, and then, you just envision, you are a creative being, and, that bursting with ideas and plans, and, it's just going to get everything kind of starting to work. Um, honey calcite will help you focus, those energies and thoughts and feelings and everything into those ideas and into those plans, right? So use the meditative time, to think of ways you can answer your questions, write them down, each session. Honey calcite works incredibly well with other manifestation stones such as tiger's eye, bumblebee jasper, tiger iron, and citrine. Like I said before, be very careful with bumblebee jasper though. And that was actually just coming from a friend of mine. Her and her husband actually have a crystal business, and they were the ones that had told me, like, make sure it doesn't come in contact with water. Try not to handle it too much, and, you know, that kind of thing. So, because it can become toxic. So, and so that was honey calcite. And now we are going to talk about howlite, which I actually have two pieces of howlite here. So I have this piece of howlite. I'm trying to get it so the light's not hitting it too much. There we go. So this is honey, yeah, right, Tammy. This is howlite. It looks almost like a marble, right? Kind of marbling. It's white. And then that's my other kind of smaller piece of howlite. One thing with howlite, it gets dyed a lot to, mostly for, I believe it's topaz. Is it topaz? Or turquoise? I think it's turquoise. They'll paint it, like kind of like a turquoise kind of color, and they'll say that it's turquoise, and it's actually not. It's actually dyed howlite, and you can actually test that by using like a nail polish remover, and just like a small spot, you'll see that dye will come off. And if that dye comes off, it's because it's actually howlite. So howlite is associated with the crown chakra. And the properties for howlite is calming and patience, strength, balance, creativity, inspiration, confidence, knowledge, physical healing, attunement, truth, consciousness, stress relief, higher self, insight, inner vision, attunement with higher realms, anxiety relief, grief and mourning. And the zodiac signs associated with howlite is Gemini, Virgo, and Scorpio. And the elements is wind. So howlite is known as a magnesite. It's a calcium borsalic hydroxide mineral that crystallizes in the forms of masses. It's most commonly found with a color scheme consisting of like a chalky white with kind of like black veins kind of running through it. Usually comes off as more of like a darker gray, kind of running throughout it. But it has been seen as brown or even colorless. So interesting though, howlite was first discovered in 1868 near the town of Windsor, Nova Scotia. Henry Howe, who was a famed Canadian chemist and geologist, was alerted of an odd mineral that had occurred in a like a mine close to his office, and so he obviously investigated this unusual crystal and determined it to be completely like a new mineral. So he originally named it this other name. I couldn't quite pronounce it, but it was a reference to its believed, like it was made up kind of like of its chemical structure, right, at the time. So after his passing, it is when it was later renamed in honor by James Dwight Dana, I believe it is, who was a famed American geologist and volcanologist, to howlite. So, but besides obviously originally being found in Nova Scotia, it can also be found in Germany, Siberia, Turkey, and the United States. There are two states with very important deposits in the United States, which are California and Nevada. Both places have the only mines in the world where howlite can be found in crystallized form. This occurrence, it was like a big thing for the geology community. So yeah, like I said, it's used as an imitation stone because it'll get dyed a bunch of like various colors to basically resemble other crystals. The most common one is turquoise, that it'll get dyed to, and that's just because turquoise can be hard to get a hold of, right? So so always be careful. Chances are when you're buying turquoise, it's not real turquoise. It's going to be dyed howlite. So do your research, guys. Alrighty. So, howlite, it's a good stone for emotional healing. It has different vibrations directly resonating, with your root and your crown chakras. The unique combination with howlite opening up portals of entry on opposite points of the etheric body. So your root chakra becomes, fully connected to Mother Earth, so like it gives you that grounding, while staying in direct contact with your higher self, right? So, because your crown chakra is up here at the top, it's the last one, and then your root chakra is at the bottom, so okay, so the connections happening at the same time are extremely rare, exposing the power of howlite harness within. This energy is very potent and becomes imbibed within the user upon first touch. One will initially notice a sense of calm energy overcoming them, easing that unnecessary weight, off your shoulders, off your mind, allowing you to stand tall, allowing you to kind of be, stable, like grounded, So not only does your confidence level begin to rise, but your inner strength, begins to awaken, and howlite reminds you of the power that you hold, and it urges you to use, channel, and harness this energy towards individual self-healing. The stone, it's there to nurture and enlighten, your body, and while showing you you know, the capabilities, you know, that your soul can offer, you know, you offer the world, the planet, everything, you know. It's a really good stone for grieving, you know, grief and mourning. Um, I actually gifted this to a coworker of mine. Um, she's kind of like an adopted daughter. She's around the same age as my two older daughters here. Um, she lost her brother suddenly and was having a really, really hard time coping and dealing, you know, with her grief and her mourning, which obviously it's, you know, her sibling, and it was her older sibling at that, you know. So he always kind of looked after her and protected her and, you know, that kind of thing. So I had actually gifted her a howlite and a few other crystals to help her. Um, so its ability to help you cope and heal from trauma, grief, mourning, PTSD, anxiety, and depression. Um, you know, aside from, you know, bringing, you know, your inner strength, you know, to the forefront, you know, during this time, it also helps you slowly rebuild, you know, your emotional body, you know, that emotional side of you, you know. Um, During times of distress, like I said, how light is really good for grounding. It'll ground all your energy. You know, it allows your mind to kind of maintain that clarity. Um, it's vital for making rational decisions. You know, that can better suit um, you know, your day-to-day healing. You know, you can wear it, carry a piece of it daily, you know, by tapping into its energy whenever it's needed. Howlite is an emotional talisman that is here to show you, you know, that growth and new life are possible, no matter how much, you know, the pain, you know, that, you know, you're bearing and carrying with you. Um, it's definitely helped me a lot. A friend of mine gifted me um, this piece of howlite when I had did some shopping, and I was actually going through, you know, quite a bit of stuff at that particular time. So it really, really helped me. Um, so the next one that I have is this one. It's beautiful. This is Chevron Amethyst. So Chevron Amethyst, as you can see, it has this white band, you know, kind of banding throughout it. Some will have more than others. This one's got a nice white band right at the top here, as you can see. Um, some of them will have more. It's got like a little kind of white banding here. It's a really, really pretty stone. And some of them you can get super, super pretty where, you know, it's literally like almost all white on one side. And then, you know, the amethyst. It's a very beautiful stone, crystal. I love it. Um, Chevron Amethyst is associated with your um, etheric chakra, crown chakra, and third eye chakra. So your etheric chakra is like kind of above, like just over you. You know what I mean? And then you have your, you know, your crown chakra, and then your third eye chakra, right? So the properties for Chevron Amethyst is spiritual awakening, inspiration, um, interdimensional communication, intuition, lucid dreaming, manifestation, meditation, new beginnings, psychic abilities, insight, transformation, wisdom, channeling and grounding higher vibrations, alignment with the higher self, angelic communication, ascension, astral travel, attunement with higher realms, breaking addictions, bridging the spiritual and physical worlds, channeling, clarity, communication with higher realms, compassion, dreams, enhancing, expanded awareness, higher self, inner vision. The planets associated with Chevron Amethyst is Jupiter and Neptune. The zodiac signs that are associated with Chevron Amethyst is Libra, Leo, Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Aries, as well as Cancer, Capricorn, and Gemini. So apparently all of them. The elements it's associated with is wind. Like I said, the very various patterning and like banding in it is like, I've seen some pretty gorgeous pieces. So Chevron Amethyst, which is also known as dogtooth amethyst, which I thought was kind of funny, which is given, is the name given to it naturally occurring amethyst with a white quartz in a banded or V pattern. So this variety of amethyst is found in the forms of masses, with the only known locations in the countries of India, Russia, and Brazil. So the name is derived from the word that means line in the shape of a V. So the mineral it's often carved and shaped into trinkets as pendulums, Buddhas, eggs, palm stones, animals. The offsetting colors as well as the white quartz addition makes this a combination stone highly sought after. It is quite a popular stone. So obviously, as well as sharing some the same energies and vibrations as normal amethyst, Chevron Amethyst is far stronger and more powerful when working with our higher chakras. So the variety of amethysts specifically focus, this variety of amethysts specifically focuses on the third eye and crown chakras. So activating and linking the two together. This important channel is useful when attuning and aligning yourself with the higher energies and frequency, right? So meditating with this stone will increase the vividness and clarity of one's dreams and the imagery as well. As the third eye sees these images, one's brain will be able to better understand what it means and the connection it has to your current life. This particular stone, it's here to help you connect with your higher self and work towards establishing a permanent connection between this ever so important being, right? So our higher self is the truest and most pure form of who we are. So by connecting with that side of you, you know, you will naturally be guided, you know, on a life path, you know, that suits you. Our higher self pushes us to be the person that we truly want to, you know, not a cookie cutter mold, you know, like not a mold, you know, of something else that somebody is telling us, you know, that we should fit into, right? you know. So like, you know, working with this stone as frequently as possible. Like I would work with this stone as frequently as possible, as well as placing it directly on your third eye, you know, to help activate it instantly. Um, so crystal pairings, remember we were talking about crystal pairings. Um, Really good crystals to pair with this, you know, when working with Chevron Amethyst. It's important to work with other higher frequency stones, you know, to strengthen your connection with the higher realms. So some stones, you know, that I suggest adding, you know, to your meditation routine, or you know, even like if you're doing divination work, psychic ability work, or psychic ability strengthening, anything like that, would be sodalite, lapis lazuli. I always forget how to pronounce this one. Prionite, um, scolite, I believe it's pronounced, and tanzanite. They're really, really good to work with these. I have sodalite and I have lapis lazuli, so the other two I don't have. Actually, sorry, the other three I don't have. So that might be some ones I may purchase at some point and then show you guys what they look like. So each of those stones, you know, just by themselves are incredibly strong, you know, and vibrate at a high frequency. But if you have all of them together, they will help strengthen, you know, your unique psychic abilities, as well as connect to higher dimensions containing lifetimes of like knowledge and just everything. Um, so I have two of those crystals. The other ones I don't. But that's okay. So the next one that we are going to talk about, so I am just keeping an eye on the time as well, because like I said, I have a class at 7:30, is Infinite. Sorry, dear. Just trying to see. Okay. So this is Infinite. Let me just adjust this light again. It's a very light, kind of pale green. I don't know if you can see it, and then it's got like darker lines in it here. But it can vary in color as well. Oh, that one's not supposed to be in there. I believe this is another piece of it as well. So it can vary in the coloring of it. It can be a really light, in color. So Infinite is the name that it was given to. It's a special kind of gray green serpentine, which is from South Africa. This particular stone is a magnesium silicate mineral with energy superior to most other serpentine varieties. So sorry, it's my daughter. Apologies, guys. So the chakra roots that this particular stone is associated with is the heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra. The properties associated with this particular stone is, trauma, energy and rejuvenation, soothing, dreams, communication, protection, clearing, psychic healing, physical healing. It's because I have my psychic class coming, that's why. Physical healing, cleansing, angelic communication, gentle self-expression, self-healing, communication with guides, unity of heart and will, compassion, connection with nature, Kundalin, Daline, I apologize if I'm butchering that. Selflessness, self-discovery, meditation, sleep, lucid dreaming, and again, grief and mourning. So Infinite is a powerful stone that's used, in healing the etheric body. Its vibrations cleanse the aura and offers up a protective shield to block anything negative that may attach to you. It's a great stone for use in meditation and is highly recommended for outdoor meditation. It connects you to Earth's energy and channels the Kundalin or Kundalai energy from within. Infinite unlocks the heart, pulls any emotional trauma to the surface. The infinite forces you, infinite, forces you to overcome, like past trauma, so that you can begin to start healing. It raises your vibrational energies and will help overcome the feeling of constant fatigue or lack of energy. It also has also been a stone associated with wealth and prosperity. This stone promotes abundance and helps people ease into new life beginnings without discomfort. Sorry guys, give me 1 sec. I just need to adjust my leg. Sorry, my foot was going a little numb because that's my foot that is sore. All right. So the planets associated with this particular stone is Earth. The zodiac sign associated with it is Gemini, and obviously the element it's associated with is Earth. So placing a piece of Infinite under your pillow will help anyone who suffers from restlessness and sleepless nights. Crystal pairing. So Infinite also offers psychic abilities few stones can compare to. This crystal can help us come in contact with our spiritual guides and aids in angelic communication. Infinite harmonizes well with other stones and can enhance its healing powers. Seraphinite is the strongest enhancing crystal when combined with Infinite, which I have both of those. Both stones share similar molecule structures and offer a full rejuvenation of the mind, body, and soul. So the next one that we are going to talk about is Ceradonix, which is this one right here, as you can see. So, uh, so the chakra root that Ceradonix is associated with is the root chakra. Properties is strength, love and relationships, communication, protection, courage, power, grounding, truth, self-discipline, leadership, focus, action, mastering fear, um, gentle self-expression, motivation, luck, and good fortune. Planet association is Mars. Zodiac association is Aries and Leo. Obviously, the elemental association is fire. Um, so, um, Ceradonix, that's the name that's given to it, but it's a variety of onyx that it contains bands of carnelian in it. Um, uh, so Yeah, so Ceradonix is easily faked or dyed due to the high demand, uh, high demand constantly surrounding the stone. Next to peridot, it's also considered to be the birthstone for anyone born in the month of August. Um, when going to purchase this stone, we recommend buying from a reliable and trusted dealer. It's very hard to tell the difference between fake and real because some people are simply unaware of what they're selling. The most important deposit of uh, Ceradonix is currently located in Sri Lanka, but other notable places include India, Uganda, or Uruguay, and Brazil. Um, so Ceradonix, it's been used countlessly um, different by countless different civilizations. Um, Most of the time, it was turned into jewelry. So they would make like amulets and stuff like that, which would offer up, like protection, strength, and willpower. Um, a common ancient belief was that it would absorb negative energy and then store it. After carrying it for a while, one would then clear and empty the stone before continuing to wear it again. The ancient Romans soldiers would wear Ceradonic, like a Ceradonic ring or necklace, into battle, um, with an image of like Mars, which was the god of war. Um, it was thought, to offer up protection and courage needed, you know what I mean, to go to the war, right? Um, it was also very common carving material for like structures, plates, trinkets. Um, so Ceradonix combines the grounding and protecting energy of onyx with the strengthening and courage energies of carnelian. This stone, it helps bring out one's inner strength to move, to move towards like accomplishing, your dreams, your goals, whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Um, Ceradonix should serve as a daily reminder that anything is possible, as long as you put all your energy, and your focus into whatever it is that you want to do, right? Um, carnelian is a stone, that pushes you, you know, to stop at nothing. Like just keep pushing through, keep breaking those doors down, keep pushing past those barriers, just, keep going, and focusing your energy on, what it is that you truly want, right? Um, when naturally combined with onyx, Ceradonix makes one, truly believe and realize their desires, are within reach. You know, we have a habit of focusing on like the negative side of things, right? So like how far, away we are from, you know, whatever it is that, brings us joy or happiness or success, or, from what we want to achieve, and then we get, we tend to get discouraged because we're, so far away, right? So Ceradonix pushes you past that point, and it provides you that mental clarity, so that you can continue on your path, continue on your life journey, right? Um, so combining stones for manifesting your goals. Try meditating with this particular stone alongside other manifestations crystals such as pyrite, citrine, and smoky quartz. So these stones alongside Ceradonix will help you achieve success and prosperity in whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whatever it is that you want, in life. Carry these stones with you daily as you work towards your goals. Use them to remind you of how far you've come and just how far you truly prepared to go. So our next one is Rutile Quartz or Rutilated Quartz. I did have a bigger piece, and for some reason, it is MIA. So I have a piece of a raw one here. So as you can see, it's got like these little lines like in it. I'm trying to hold it closer so you can see. So you see the little lines in it. So this particular crystal is it's actually associated to all of your chakra roots, including your etheric chakra root, your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral root. So literally everything. So the properties for this particular crystal is inspiration, mental enhancement, meditation, lucid dreaming, manifestation, living in the present moment, life path, leadership, knowledge, intuition, interdimensional communication, intention, enhancement, motivation, insight, inner peace, inner vision, higher self, growth, grounding, focus, expansion, expanded awareness, enlightenment, spiritual awakening, high vibration, wisdom, unity of heart and will, trust, truth, transformation, strength, energy transformation, sexuality, sense of purpose, self-discipline, self-healing, self-discovery, resolution, psychic abilities, prosperity, opportunities, nourishing and rejuvenation, new beginnings, attraction, astral travel, anxiety relief, angelic communication, ancient knowledge, alignment with the higher self, alignment of chakra, abundance, action, attunement, emotional understanding, dreams, dispelling negative energy, decisiveness, determination, creativity, creating your own reality, courage, confidence, compassion, communication with higher realms, clarity, channeling and grounding higher vibrations, chakra cleansing, channeling, bridging the spiritual and physical worlds, breaking addictions, balancing polarities, uh, balance, aura cleansing, attunement with higher realms. Um, so the planet association is Venus, zodiac signs is Taurus and Gemini, and the elemental association is Storm, which I thought was quite interesting myself. So, um, let me see. So yeah, it has like needle shaped crystals in it. Um, you know, that can be found penetrating. Um, so they're very highly sought after and often made into jewelry. Um, so this crystal is most commonly found as gold or red, but can also be seen as brown or black. Rutile, yeah, it's an amazing crystal. I really wish I had a bigger piece. Well, I did have a piece that was a little bit bigger and it was a little more clearer, so you could actually see like, you know, the needling in it. Um, so the most important places that this particular crystal um, is West Africa nation of Sierra Leone. Um, but other countries is like Brazil, Madagascar, Switzerland, and South Africa. Um, they're also contributors as well. Um, it's a very powerful and high frequency stone. People who have just started their crystal journey should be wary of the high vibrations the stone carries. Even if you are a seasoned practitioner, we still recommend to place grounding stones around your rutile specimen, as well as carrying them with you when having your rutile on you. This is one of the very few minerals in the world known to enhance and accelerate every aspect of your life, as well as unique abilities such as channeling, psychic intuition, manifestation, and astral travel. Use caution, as this mineral can also activate any negative vibrations one is feeling or carrying. It's very similar to the effects of epidote, where it can amplify any and all energies it is around. Although activating negative vibration can be important for one to move on and grow, it can also hurt you as well. Aside from placing this stone away from a day when you feel a bit stronger and more capable of dealing with these emotions, we suggest using protection stones in your practice. Allow yourself to garner confidence in knowing stones like black tourmaline, sugnite, and black opal will provide protection from any negative energies attacking you. So this crystal can be used to help your life in just about every way. One's entire chakra system becomes activated and aligned when working with this stone. It helps remove any blockages that may be slowing or stopping energy entirely from circulating through your body. Our life force energies, they become replenished, as well as our inner balance and overall confidence become, restored and restocked, right? Back to normal. Rutile can also help one bridge the physical and spiritual worlds together. It can attune their energies quite quickly. Messages from the dream realm can easily be understood, as well as the significance behind the imagery were shown. Manifesting with rutile is much different than any other stone you've used before. It provides focus to one's intention and helps speed up the process to get you there. Rutile helps one raise one's mental awareness, leading them to find shortcuts along the way, which this can make the process of achieving your dreams a little faster, and a lot less, daunting, right? So that is this crystal. So basically, if you're going to work with this crystal, just make sure you're in a good state of mind. Any magical practices that you would be doing, you should always make sure that you're in the proper state of mind. And that includes divination. Like if you're extremely stressed or angry or anything, any type of emotion, you really should not be doing any divination. So like you shouldn't be touching your oracle cards, you shouldn't be touching your tarot, your pendulum, anything like that, because the energy will actually shift, the link between you and your divination tools. So the next one that we're going to talk about is Prionite, which is this one. So we actually, we're almost done, guys. So this is Prionite. It's green and it's got like these darker kind of flecks in it. So it's associated with the heart and solar plexus. Properties is intuition, meditation, relaxation, stress relief, higher self, angelic communication, inner peace, attunement with higher realms, communication with higher realms, communication with guides, unity of heart and will, living in the present moment, peace of mind, channeling and grounding, higher vibrations, interdimensional communication, connection with nature. Planet association is Venus and Earth. Zodiac association is Libra and Capricorn. Elemental association is water and earth. So a Prionite is one of the very few stones in the mineral kingdom that links our heart directly to our solar plexus chakra, which that means one's heart space is now directly attached to one's personal will. Our personal will is responsible for pushing us, like pushing you forward, taking action each day and, moving forward. And, it's the driving force, behind each of us, as we, chase our goals and our dreams and desires and stuff like that, right? So by having, your heart directly in touch with your personal will, your dreams become a priority. Instead of, leading each day, with a distracted and confused mind, right? So Prionite helps you lead with your heart. Our heart knows what we truly want, in this world, right? The heart knows what it wants, So, and how to find happiness, so simply letting your most vital organ lead you along the journey of life will, help you better understand both yourself and what you truly want, in this world. So manifesting your desires with this particular crystal, meditating with Prionite, using it as a manifestation tool, grasp it firmly to communicate your dreams, goals, and desires. Engage with this stone daily to keep those intentions alive, so it can be a reminder as to the purpose of your journey. You know, doing this repeatedly, you know, won't only strengthen yourself, but it'll also, you know, make the universe aware of what it is that you truly want, you know, in your life, you know, or in life, I should say. Prionite, you know, it's here to show you that you do indeed have complete control over your destiny. You know, you'll realize that, you know, when you put all of your energy into something, you know, that you truly love and you truly want, you know, the opportunities obviously are completely endless, right? Um, so while meditating or sleeping, you know, next to a piece of Prionite, one may feel a strengthened connection to a higher dimension. Um, Often people experience contact with spiritual beings and their guardian angels when working with Prionite. The mineral, it's a powerful communication stone simply because of, you know, one's heart opening, you know, and being in touch, you know, with our will, right? So our desire for knowledge and answers are endless, you know, um, even on like a subconscious level. Um, in deep meditation or like powerful REM sleep, you know, our heart is looking to grow, prosper, and heal. So Prionite will push individuals, you know, living passively towards a higher vibration, you know, and help one stay in tune, um, you know, to the energy within. Prionite is commonly found um, intergrown with epiodite, epiodote. Oh, I can never pronounce it. Both of these stones offer up, you know, a very high vibrational energy that channels, you know, directly into your heart space. Um, so the minerals will jumpstart, you know, your heart and fill it with endless, you know, rays of love and compassion. You know, be aware um, that, you know, epiod- epiodote, it's a natural enhancer, you know, whether it's good or bad. You know, it will strengthen any emotion we may feel at that particular moment, you know. So if you're having a very stressful day, you know, or your anger is very high, I would put this stone away until you're in a more calmer, relaxing, and, you know, stress free state of mind, you know. Um, I wouldn't work with it if you have like high emotions going through, like of anger or anything like that. So, um, right. So, Serpentine is our next one here, which is this one right here. Serpentine is, again, all your chakra roots. Because remember, it's varied with the infinite stone, right? So it's going to have a lot of the same properties as it. You know, meditation, transformation, self-healing, love and relationships, soothing, physical healing, connection with nature, animal communication, selflessness, planet association as Earth, zodiac associations, um, you know, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, um, element obviously Earth. So it's a good it's a good stone, which is capable of realigning your entire chakra system. Um, it has a unique rooting with nature, and is said to help contact interdimensional beings, you know, meditating with it outside to experience the earthen channeling effect with Serpentine, you know, while attempting to ascend your consciousness, you must take in account the life force energy that is around us, which is Earth, right? You know, nature, and, you know, so we're all interconnected, you know, spiritual beings, you know. So, yeah. Serpentine minerals aid in the release of useless emotions that may feel as though they are binded or glued to our beings. You know, so emotions that are no longer serving us, this is a good stone because it'll help release them. It will feel extremely difficult to let go of these feelings if you still feel as though you were wronged. Serpentine minerals will act as a dissolvent to release these sticky emotions. Once they have been lifted, the relief will be worth all of the hard work. You know, we must learn to love ourselves before we can begin to spread love into this world, right? Serpentine aids to teach us is the residual effect of promoting love in even the darkest of spaces around us. And then we have this one here, which is Seraphinite. It's a darker green, but it has like almost like a silvery kind of shiny effect on it as well. Sorry guys, just give me 1 sec. I just need to answer this. So, Seraphinite, again, it aligns all your chakra roots. It's the properties of it is living in the present moment, passion, opportunities, nurturing, new beginnings, nourishing and rejuvenation, motivation, mastering fear, meditation, lucid dreaming, peace of mind, life path, leadership, intuition, inspiration, insight, inner vision, inner peace, higher self, sense of purpose, wisdom, truth, trust, transformation, spiritual awakening, soothing, selflessness, growth, self-discovery, self-healing, self-discipline, resolution, relaxation, psychic abilities, protection, physical healing, balance, attunement with higher realms, ascension, anxiety relief, alignment with the higher self, alignment of chakra, bridging the spiritual and physical worlds, courage, grounding, gentle self-expression, expansion, expanded awareness, enlightenment, energy transfer, emotional understanding, decisiveness, determination, creating your own reality, consciousness, compassion, calming wholeness, channeling and grounding higher vibrations, channeling, chakra cleansing, calming, and patience. Planet association is Earth, and zodiac association is Taurus. Elemental association is Storm and Earth. So, it's actually, it's a rare gem, so they're really hard to come by. Um, so there's only, sorry, one place where you can actually um, find this, um, or where it's found, is actually in a place in Russia. Um, I just kind of want to, it's what happens when I'm doing this stuff. Like, I just write down like a bunch of information, but I don't want to read all of it because, you know, it's, there's quite a bit of information. Um, so Seraphinite, it has an extremely high energy output that can be felt upon touch. Even practitioners who deem themselves as experienced may have a hard time withstanding the vibrations that comes from this particular stone. One may feel a sense of warmth overcome their bodies with a clear mind to follow. This can happen within minutes of being around your first Seraphinite piece. It's hands down, one of the strongest crystals, um, you know, to come in contact. Sorry. Um, the strongest crystals, people may have come in contact with. From things that I've read, um, that's, what people will have been saying. Anybody who works with crystals, this is one of the crystals uh, that had a really high vibrations with it. Um, it can drastically alter one's life. Seraphinite allows you to, question your day-to-day actions and the environment we put ourselves in. The awareness and mental capabilities, one unlocks is it's completely different from any other crystals that a lot of people have worked with. Um, our intuition and intellect heighten, all while maintaining a clear and level head. This allows, one to self-reflect and truly decipher the things or people around them. One will begin to notice different aspects or energies of the environment, their environment, that they can change, where they see fit. These changes can also include your own hobbies, interests, which may no longer serve your life path. Um, um, Seraphinite pushes, you into an accelerated growth cycle, where your soul takes the lead instead of your mind and heart. Your soul is the true embodiment of your consciousness, and it will constantly show you, your true desires, what you truly want, for your life path, Um, you will have a strengthened connection to your spirit, um, become more in touch with your true, wants and needs and things like that. This um, can be drastically different path from which, you are currently on, due to the complete shift in the way that you're thinking, right? Um, Either way, Seraphinite, um, it protects you along your journey, and should serve, as a reminder of the strength you embody. You know, um, you have to have total trust in yourself, and a high level of confidence, to make, such sudden changes in your life. Um, the universe sees these complete shifts in one's life, and rewards those who follow their dreams. Seraphinite is the ultimate talisman for those who are ready for a fresh start that is full of new beginnings and endless opportunities. Like I said, it balances your chakras. So Seraphinite also helps you experience anyone experiencing troubles in their chakra column. This unique crystal helps one find inner balance and can realign their entire chakra system. Um, when one chakra is out of place, it can throw your entire body and mind off until accurately addressed. Try laying down with your eyes shut and place a piece of Seraphinite on the body part with the most stress. Envision emerald rays radiating off the crystal and absorbing into your body through your pores. Push your mind into a deep state of relaxation where one is able to feel the constant pulsation, of the energy of the Seraphinite creates. These are healing rays full of light that can cleanse one's entire body and aura. Do this repeatedly throughout the weeks and months ahead to not only attune to Seraphinite's unique energy, but also strengthen your entire chakra column. Um, you know, always cleanse your crystals with sage or Palo Santo. Seraphinite does absorb the energy it soaks up and needs to be cleansed daily, even if you are just carrying or wearing it. You still have to cleanse your crystals, because when you're carrying them on you or wearing them, you have to cleanse them. You got to clean that plate, right? And make it fresh and clean for the next, right? So our last crystal for tonight that we are talking about is flower agate. And I have a beautiful piece of flower agate here. As you can see, it literally looks like it has flowers in it. So flower agate is associated with the heart and root chakra. Properties of flower agate is resolution, inner peace, inspiration, living in the present moment, meditation, nourishing and rejuvenation, nurturing, passion, peace of mind, physical healing, relaxation, self-healing, self-discovery, sense of purpose, soothing, stress relief, trauma, trust, truth, wisdom, calming, wholeness, abundance, anxiety relief, calming impatience, compassion, creating your own reality, emotional understanding, empathy, enlightenment, expanded awareness, gentle self-expression, generosity, grounding, and growth. Planet association is Venus and Earth. Zodiac association is Virgo, and elemental association is Earth. So, flower agate helps one bridge the gap between emotions and reality by activating and connecting our heart and root chakras together. This unique effect can best be felt through deep meditation, with one solely focusing on their emotional body and its current needs. So by doing this exercise, you would begin to gain freedom, from the deep pain, that has attached itself, to your heart. And it will assist you in looking towards the path of self and betterment. Flower agate's energy resonates with one's core and can help better expose this damaging and sometimes traumatic pain that will still, that we still carry, right? So, some people go about their daily lives not realizing the extra weight that we carry, as well as the toll it takes on our physical and mental health. by releasing the constraints one has unknowingly placed upon themselves. You know, we're able to reignite an everlasting love that, you know, we all have the ability to release. So, you know, this pure, undeniably affectionate energy is directly the result of the working with flower agate. Um, so try placing flower agate directly over your heart during meditation, and if willing, add enhancing crystals, so selenite and quartz, to increase the effects of this crystal. If you're not aware, so quartz, you know, like clear quartz and stuff, um, they make things work quicker. You know, they're an enhancer, you know. So if you use it in your spell work and you put some clear quartz crystals, you know, in your spell jars, spell sockets, it's that kick, you know, it pushes it, you know, to work quicker and go further and push forward. Um, they're It's a really good crystal, you know, and selenite is the same. Selenite, you know, is like a natural cleanser. You know, you can run selenite over yourself just to kind of cleanse yourself, cleanse your aura. Um, you know, it's a really good crystal, and honestly, you can never have too much selenite. I have tons of selenite. I have them all over the place. I have them by my bed here as well. Um, so that was our last crystal for tonight, which was flower agate. If you guys have any other questions, just put it in the comments down below. If you've worked with any of these crystals, write your experiences in the comment down below. Let me know, you know, what it was you used that crystal to work with or work through, you know, and how it impacted you, and, you know, and your experiences and your feeling, just everything, you know, working with, you know, that particular crystal. Put it in the comment box down below. You know, we can kind of have a little chat about it. And don't forget, if you liked my video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel. And, you know, join my little magical community. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, scroll it up to all, so that way any video that I upload, you'll be notified that I've uploaded a new video. And until next time, guys, love, light, and magic. Stay aligned and be blessed. And I will see you guys again soon. Blessed be, guys.